Hey, what is going on YouTube? In today's video, we are going to cover yet another video in regards to Home Assistant. We are just getting started with a home automation. And with this video, last week we had installed Home Assistant on Windows using Hyper-V. And in this video, we're going to go ahead and install the Home Assistant Community Store. And that will allow you to have additional add-ons and improve your experience even more. So with that being said, let's get right into it. So for the very first step, go ahead over to the documentation. I'm going to walk you through it, but the only reason why I bring you here just to show you that although it does lay it out pretty easily for you, it does have different options for you. So depending on how you have Home Assistant installed, in our case it will be the Home Assistant OS, but if you have it installed using the container or maybe even core, then you have different options available to you. Now with that being said, we're going to go ahead and click on this option here, and we're going to start this off. So the very first step is we need to add the HACS add-on repository to our Home Assistant. And to do so, we're going to go ahead and select this link. And that's going to bring us to this prompt here. And then you're going to go ahead and enter your Home Assistant URL here. So go ahead, depending on what you have in your environment, just make sure that you are able to resolve this address if you're using DNS, or go ahead and use the IP address, and then go ahead and click Save. Go ahead and click Open Link. Log in. And then you're going to get to this option here, and it's going to say to get HACS or get Home Assistant Community Store. Go ahead down here and click Install. Alright, so once the install has been completed, go ahead and click on Start. Once that's started, head over to the top and click on Log. And then in here, you're going to go ahead and get some additional information that you will need in order to proceed. So here down at the bottom, you can see all these steps here, and then you got the creating, unpacking, verifying current version, removing, blah, blah, blah. And then it says to remember to restart Home Assistant before you configure it. So before we go any further, we're going to go ahead and click on, we're going to bring back up our Hyper-V, and we're going to go ahead and restart our operating system. So we're just going to go to Home Assistant, and we're going to turn off. For the purpose of this video, we're going to go ahead and click on Cancel the Merge, and then we're going to start it right back up. We'll give it a moment, and then we will get right back to it. Alright, so once that is complete, you will be brought back to, obviously, the Home Assistant home screen in the terminal. Go ahead and open up a new browser or clear the cache. And then you're going to go ahead and log back in. Once you're logged in, you're going to go to Settings, Devices and Services. Down here at the bottom right, you're going to go ahead and click on Add Integration. Go ahead, search HACS. Once you open up, it's just going to have you acknowledge a few things. I know how to access Home Assistant logs. I know that there are no add-ons in HACS. They are all considered integrations. I know that everything inside HACS, including HACS itself, is a custom and on-tested by Home Assistant. And finally, I know that if I get any issues with Home Assistant, I should disable all custom components. Go ahead, once you agree with all that, click on Submit. And then you're going to be brought to this screen here. Pretty straightforward. You're going to go to this link here. And if you are not already affiliated or signed up with GitHub, you're going to have to sign up with GitHub. Click on this link here, and you're going to be brought to this screen where you can enter this code to authorize the communication between GitHub and our HACS instance. So go ahead and do that now. I'm going to go ahead and sign in. Once you are at that screen, you're going to go ahead and just type this in. 0F659D2C. Click on Continue, and then you're going to go ahead and want to click on Authorize HACS. Alright, congratulations, you are all set. Your device is now connected, and as you can see here, we now have a success screen. Before going any further, you're going to go ahead and have to click on an area. Go ahead, just click on Bedroom or whatever you need in your environment. And then on the left side under the toolbar, you would now see a HACS option. And in here is where you will have everything available to you in order to set up and further configure your Home Assistant. That's going to be it for today's video. Just a quick and short installation process for installing Home Assistant Community Store with your Home Assistant. in 2025. Now, if any changes going forward happen, or any modifications to that installation process happen and I am notified of it, I will do my best to update this video, or make a new video I should say, or even update the blog post to get those instructions out there for you. It is a pretty straightforward process, but I do think it is necessary for those that are not familiar with it. Going forward, I am going to be covering more and more home automation, as it is something I am more and more becoming more passionate about. So that's why we're going to go ahead and do that. And I just want you guys to have everything that is available to me available to you. And that's going to close out today's video. I hope you were able to take something away. As always, never stop learning.